Oh, listen to this, huh?
Did you say rock star?
Michael Anthony and Sammy at DTE. Saturday. And it is God, it's Thursday already. What a beautiful Thursday morning, too. Look at that blue sky out there.
I know it. Oh, what a beautiful day this is going to be.
Blue skies and 65 degrees already. Supposed to hit 79 today.
Hello?
How you doing, man?
What's happening?
Hey,
How
man.
are you?
I'm doing good, man.
Good.
Just hanging out. We're chilling in South Carolina today.
All right. Glad to see you're making the rounds.
Well, got to get out there.
Absolutely.
Oh, Michael, you're the greatest guy, man. You'll never remember any of this crap, but we had a big flyaway trips where we were taking listeners down to Lear jets across the country, different things, and I was lucky enough to score Van Halen, and when you guys were playing in Pittsburgh with a group down there. And, it was so terrific to meet you there. And then I had a chance to interview you a couple of times at the Palace. And I was amazed. You don't know me from jack crap now, but it was funny because I met you at Pittsburgh. And then I don't know how much longer down the road at the Palace to see you backstage. And you stopped me and said, "Hey, Mike," and just blew my mind. And like I say, I know that's long gone now, but I always thought you are the most down-to-earth, nicest guy, man.
I don't consider myself any kind of a rock star. I'm a musician. I'm a bass player. I'm not a rock star.
Yeah.
Bass players aren't rock stars.
And we always end up interviewing Michael because it seems like nobody else in the band would take the time. And there's Michael Anthony. Can always count on him.
Always count on you.
I'm always there to hang out, man.
You are. You're really something else. And that was the other thing, by the way, is that when we were on the ramp, our jet was next to you guys. I think you had a big, beautiful Gulfstream. And we were trying to run out and meet you guys. And Eddie and everybody was running toward us and then was intercepted by the managers who almost tackled him. And who comes over to our plane with signed T-shirts and everything else but you, Michael Anthony. Came over to our plane, met all of our people, signed all the shirts.
All that? My God. You know what?
That's the kid that made me do it!
I remember it always, and everybody was just so taken with you because if it wasn't for you, that would have been a real bummer, and it was just awesome.
You know what? I do remember that.
Do you? Are you serious?
Yeah, I remember coming over to the jet.
No kidding.
Yeah.
You were the guy, man. You took the shirts. You said, "Hey, I'll get it signed for you guys." You took it on board the jet, and it was just so cool of you.
Yeah, the management tried so hard to tackle Michael and everyone else, but somehow Michael made a little juke move and managed to get to the fans.
Yeah, you did, man. It was really cool.
You know what? You guys got to cut this stuff out. There'll be no living with me out here on the road after this.
Well, anyway, so where are you with Van Halen now? Is all that kind of a mess now, or what's going on?
Yeah, well, I guess you could kind of sum it up like that.
Yeah.
After we finished a couple of years ago, there really hasn't nothing's been going on with the band. And, the fans like to hear the music. And Sammy and I was actually down in Cabo San Lucas last October for Sammy's birthday. And we thought, hey, if Sammy was saying if I put a thing together for next year, we should take this thing out. And we decided on this name, The Other Half.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we figured, let's go out, and we were doing a full-blown Van Halen set with it. It's great.
Well, I got to tell you, we've seen some... Eddie has gone from Valerie now and everything, and we saw some pictures of him
lately. Listen to that bass, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Got to listen to that.
You might hear a little bit of that. You might hear a little bit of that on the 8th.
All right.
Yeah, Eddie these days was really looking bad. Wow. Jeez, man. I don't know.
Everybody has their demons, and he's dealing with his right now, so...
Yep. It just looks really crazy, and, oh, God, what a...
Well, no, he's been through an awful lot, but, we're hoping that eventually all you guys kiss and make up, and, whatever combination wants to be around, we'll keep coming around.
Oh, God.
The great guy that I am, I'm the never say never guy. There's always...
Yeah.
A lot of people shy away from getting involved in family businesses.
Yeah.
And I just wondered how it is being in a family business when it's a rock and roll band.
You got about a week here? Well, it's the same. It's the same thing like sports or big business or anything. When we start out, it's just four guys that want to play music, get laid, have a great time.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, when you attain some success, that's when the big business creeps up, and the managers and the lawyers and everything else, and the next thing you know, everybody's got their own lawyer, and it kind of gets away from what it's all supposed to be about.
Yeah.
And with Van Halen, it was like like on the last tour, it was kind of tough because we were dealing with a lot of that in addition to and then I just want to get up there on stage and have fun and have a good time. Right. And unfortunately, it kind of pulls that whole thing apart. The kind of the camaraderie that everyone used to have. The big family thing. Now all of a sudden it's like. It's like 4 individual families trying to deal with each other. But you know what? It can all work, because I'll tell you, being out here, Sammy and I, when we kind of reconnected a few years ago again after, not seeing him for a long time, we're better friends now than we were when he was in the band, because we kind of reconnected on that level rather than all of a sudden, hey, here's your new bandmate.
This is a little off the subject, but I'm wondering if you happen to see David Lee Roth do his bluegrass performance on Jay Leno.
Yeah, actually I have. And I don't know. I guess he's found his niche. I don't know.
Well, the thing I couldn't get over, first of all, the idea of doing Van Halen to bluegrass, but he looked so strange to me. I don't know.
Hair and
he had this bleep-eating grin on his face like he was in his niche, like he was finally doing the thing he wanted to do all his life. He looked so damn happy.
Yeah, you know what? I almost I can't understand what Dave's trying to get at here. Because then also I've seen him on a couple other shows, and he's talking about how the Van Halen reunion is inevitable.
Right.
And he's mentioned a couple people that our camps have been talking or whatever. I haven't heard a damn thing from him.
Yeah, because how close did that get? there was that period there. Of course, we went through the Gary Cherone debacle and all that, and then there was the thing when started to get. Remember where it was like half Sammy, half David Lee Roth, and somewhere in there, you get the feeling that the thing was going to come together with David Lee Roth, and then all of a sudden, Alex and Eddie are pretty much talking about, we started to get together with him, but all of a sudden he was the old Dave again, and everything fell apart. Was there ever a period where David Lee Roth was really going to come back and you guys were going to go on tour? Was that always just never really quite together?
There were brief periods. Like when we first got back together, he did the 2 songs with us for the first best of.
Right.
By the way, Me Wise Magic, I love that song.
I love that song.
The funny thing about it is the music for... Me Wise Magic was actually a new song. The other song... that was on there was actually a song that we had written with Dave years ago that we actually had. But, Dave had... There were brief moments, like I said, where genuinely it looked like something could happen. But, Eddie was right when he made that statement. Dave he turned back into the same old Dave. And then, of course, we did this MTV appearance.
Oh, I remember that.
And we call that the MTV debacle because right after the appearance on stage, it was like Eddie and Dave almost got into a fist fight.
Isn't that?
I was just saying, get me out of here. I would have taken a red eye that night back to LA from New York.
I think I read about that first of all, everybody was a little irked because the way David Lee Roth, the way he came out on stage and was completely out of hand. But then afterwards, I think he ended up on the roof of the limo dancing and out of control.
Yeah, something like that. But we wanted to do an album and go out and tour, and Dave, we just couldn't get it together, so we tried that a couple times, and it was like, well, let's just go out and see if we can play some shows, see if the band, everybody can get together and chill that way, and he still couldn't do it, and then finally it's kind of like, hey, Dave, you want to go out and make some money? And his ego still wouldn't get past that.
I just don't understand that guy.
What is the problem, though?
So cool. Yeah,
what's wrong? I mean,
I don't know.
I hate to hit you with all this stuff. I know, and everybody knows you're playing in July with Sammy, July the 8th at DTE, and it's going to be a knockdown, drag-out, rock and roll blowout, and everybody's going to love it.
Oh,
so
it's going to be great.
We'll leave that at that. But we can't understand for the life of us, what is the problem with Dave? Why is it so hard? I mean, you mentioned about he said the camps we're talking. I mean, do you guys even have camps?
I don't know what kind of camp he's talking about. I guess there's a Camp Dave somewhere.
But I just don't understand why he can't settle down. I mean, of course the fan base wants it. They're just bananas for it, and it just seems like he's gotten in trouble with the brothers before. He knows I would think, where the line is, and yet it just seems like he can't help himself, and everything keeps falling apart.
I can only beat my head against the wall a certain amount of times, and after that, it's like I don't even try to understand it now.
Yeah, it must be frustrating for you.
If it'll ever happen, it'll happen.
Yeah.
And, we'll just have to wait. Like Dave says, I've heard him say, if the planets all align for the brothers.
Well, you must be the ultimate peacemaker. That's all I know.
Oh, yeah, you must be.
That, and then a lot of times I just keep my mouth shut because it's like we don't need another cook throwing in to the mix because everything's such a mess anyway.
Yeah, I totally understand that.
I'm the guy who's just like, hey, why can't we all just get along?
Right.
The Rodney King of Van Halen.
Right. Yeah, you're always ready to tour and do the thing and just try to stay out of the big mess and the crossfire. I understand that.
But I'll tell you one thing: if it can't be the four guys of Van Halen, what you're going to get the other half thing here on the 8th. Everybody's going to really like because it's like I said, we reach deep into the catalog and we're playing a lot of stuff we haven't played in a long time. We start the show out with a bass solo.
Oh, is it you started with that?
Yeah, we start the other half set out with the bass solo, and I'm using effects. I'm doing stuff that I haven't done in 25 years.
Wow.
It's pretty cool.
Wow.
Well, this much I know with Sammy and yourself, the vocals are going to be fantastic because I always thought your backing vocals with Van Halen were fantastic.
Well, thank you very much.
Really one of the underrated elements of this band.
Yeah, and you even did good when you had your songs when they let you sing. You did pretty well.
Yeah. Well, I'll be doing my share of some lead vocals on this thing.
That's what I was wondering.
Is that right?
Yeah,
is there much tequila being consumed?
Oh my God! I had to actually leave the Jack Daniel's bass at home. I had to give it the summer off. There was no way that
the tequila made me do it.
Well, that's what I was wondering because you were talking about revisiting the past. I was wondering if that included the Jack Daniel's stuff.
Yeah, the Jack Daniels. I had to just give the summer off because it was bad enough when we did the reunion tour 2 years ago. On the side of the stage where Sammy and I both kind of hang out when you're kind of drying off, like if Eddie's doing a solo or Alex. And half of this little area was mine, where there's all Jack Daniels. The other half is Sammy's, where there's all tequila. And so I'm doing a shot of Jack Daniels with some people, and all of a sudden these friends of Sammy's or guests over on the other side going, "Hey, come on, Mike, do a shot." And then I'm doing a shot of tequila, and it's like it was kind of tough mixing it all up. So
well, we had a golf outing a couple years ago where Sammy was kind of our guest celebrity. And I don't know, there were about 36 foursomes probably. And Sammy had his new tequila, and he was so excited, and he was pumping it up and, really trying to make the people aware of the brand and all. And he was taking it around on tour. And he did a shot with every foursome that came down the pike. And at the end of this thing, they had to pour Sammy in a limo and drag him off. And God only knows what happened to that poor man in that limo.
Oh, my God.
I didn't see it, but was he even under his own power, Mike?
I think at one point he might have even lost his wallet.
There you go. That's the ultimate when you're on the road somewhere.
You lose your wallet.
Yeah, you wake up the next morning or afternoon and you're like, "Where's my wallet?" Oh boy.
But Mike, did they actually carry him into the vehicle or pour him in there?
Yeah, they absolutely did. I think Bob was in charge of that at the end. They kind of got him into his limo, and I think Bob had taken care of his sunglasses and his wallet that he'd lost, and made sure he had it all the next day when he took off. But,
good.
Yeah, but that was the thing.
Well, it's not going to be quite that bad out here this time.
Yeah, you guys have it together pretty well.
Well, obviously part of the job, part of our job description, you have to drink when you're working, right?
People expect it. They will demand it.
Well, how long do you guys play?
Well over 3 hours long.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
Sammy will come out with the Wavaritas, and they do a pretty good full set, and then we take a short intermission. Boom, then we start the other half.
And as far as the playlist, of course, Sammy's got so much material going back to Montrose and songs of his own, and then all the Van Halen stuff and whatever you've worked on. How do you break it all down, or how hard was it to make those decisions?
Yeah, it was kind of tough. We're not doing the same show every night, which is really cool. Obviously Sammy's got a tons of catalog, and the same thing with Van Halen, and and we do some of the David Lee Roth era stuff, and I'm singing some of that, and it's kind of weird because choosing that stuff, it's a little bit easier because with Dave, it's like some of the stuff I wouldn't even want to try to sing. Right. I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff is so identifiable with Dave. It's like, no, I'm not even going to go there.
Absolutely true.
Well, they want to hear those songs, and if you've got somebody there that can do it, hell yeah.
That's exactly the way that I feel about it. And so, it's going to be a great show.
Was that your idea, or was that Sammy's idea?
That was collectively both of our ideas. Sammy always kind of shied away from that stuff when he was in Van Halen, and in a way it was like, we were kind of shortchanging the fans a little bit, on the live side, because a lot of that early stuff, it's just great material. But when Sammy and I decided to do this thing this summer, it was like, hey, let's go out and let's do it all.
Who else is in the band? What's the whole story there?
The other two guys are Sammy's guitarist and drummer, Vic Johnson, Dave Lauser, and Vic. He tears this stuff up. I mean, obviously he's not Eddie Van Halen, and he doesn't try to be Eddie Van Halen, but people are really surprised to see just how well he's doing this stuff.
We're talking to Michael Anthony. Michael and Sammy, it's the low-maintenance Van Halen tour.
I like that.
They make it to DTE on July the 8th, and tickets are available.
They open the gates to get in the middle of the afternoon. We've got this whole Cabo Wabo village set up, which is wild. It's got, we've had everything from there's mariachis to rock bands, karaoke. And one of these, they had a little donkey roaming around. I don't know what, tequila margarita bars, Hooters girls, the whole ball of wax.
The Hooters girls. You can't go wrong with the Hooters girls.
Playing volleyball right in front of you. We bring in our own sand and set it all up, and then people can chill out during the day or get fired up, and then we kind of shut that down, and everybody goes into the venue there, and then we take it from there.
Yeah. Wow. Sounds awesome, man.
Well, we've talked about just about everything else. I might as well go ahead and ask you: did you have a vote on the Gary Cherone decision?
For him to join the band?
Yeah, for Gary to become the lead singer?
Or for him to leave, either way, either direction.
One thing that I have to hand to Gary, though, because he entered this band at the absolute worst time anybody could have joined Van Halen. Alex Van Halen's gone through probably one of the bloodiest, messiest divorces in the history of rock and roll.
Oh, boy.
And everything is in kind of a total upheaval, and here comes Gary at the worst time. But it was something that everybody thought could be really cool and work out, and obviously it didn't. But one thing I got to say about Gary when we took the thing out on tour in '98 is that Gary, he's a big fan of all the old Van Halen stuff, and he was just going, "I'll do any of it." And we played a lot of stuff that we hadn't even played on that tour since Roth was in the band, and that was actually really cool out of that whole thing, because we got to play some of the songs that we hadn't played in years, but. Well, and after that, it wasn't my decision to exit the band.
Well, I just had to ask, because it was one of those things where the band was so positive about it. When we heard about the decision, naturally, it was a big surprise. And then, of course, we heard Eddie saying that, never would have dreamed it, but as soon as he came in, it just worked.
It
was like magic.
Great. Oh, yeah.
And I can't ever imagine anything where the band members were so positive, and yet it seemed that, everyone I knew that saw the show universally was unhappy about it. It was just one of those really weird things where things did not align.
Right. Exactly.
And I just didn't, you just wonder.
We kind of reflected on everything, and, then musically going back into the studio, it was like, there were differences in the creative process and stuff like that, and we just figured that it wasn't, why try to beat this thing and try to make it work? It's, it's supposed to be something
that's supposed
to be something that you don't have to think about. It was like when Sammy first joined the band, we all jammed, and it was magic.
Yeah.
Well, those people that divide Van Halen into two parts, the David Lee Roth fans, and then there's the Sammy fans. I think all of them are fantastic, and I never for a minute even thought, I think David Lee Roth sucks, or I think Sammy sucks. I thought it all was great, and I don't understand why there's so much loyalty and you have to love one and hate the other. I thought it was all good.
I feel the same way, because I think both eras of the band. I mean, with Dave, we did a lot of cutting edge stuff, and I loved all the music. And with Sammy, it just it went to a different level. Sammy came in, great singer, plays guitar great, and it just. both eras were great.
Yeah, there were lots of great songs. In terms of record sales, I'm trying to remember, it's kind of close when it's all said and done, isn't it, when you divide up that catalog?
Yeah, I mean, when Sammy joined the band, that's when we actually had our first #1 album.
Yeah.
And with Sammy, they were all #1.
Oh, 5150 was so fantastic. Oh, my God. I still listen to that. That's just terrific.
Well, that was probably the most energy you'd ever hear from this band because we were so excited, and we were pressured to finish that thing because we wanted to get out on tour.
Yeah.
So it was like, we did that album really quick.
Wow, is that right? God, that thing's true. Hey, there were rumors swirling around for a while that Van Halen was going to be the next band to do that television show, that Rock Star. Was there any truth to that?
No, it was all just rumor and speculation.
Did they ask you?
No.
No?
Never did. Somebody floated that one out there, huh?
Exactly. And, as soon as somebody types one thing on the Internet, boom, there it goes.
Yep, there it goes.
Well, I heard another good one. I heard Axl Rose, the new lead singer of Van Halen.
Oh, my God. Talk about with Dave never making it on tour.
I can just imagine waiting 4 hours for Van Halen to come out on stage.
I'll tell you what, though. I bet it'd be a badass sound.
It'd be great if you get Axl to come out on stage,
with anybody.
Yeah. Are you a Guns N' Roses fan?
Yeah, I was pretty big Guns N' Roses fan. I mean, the early stuff, Appetite for Destruction.
Oh God.
I mean, that to me was like, it reminds me of us, when we start out, because it's raw, but those songs were just boom.
People always ask us, if you were on a desert island and you could only have, say, 5 or 6 albums or 5 or 6 bands, who are your favorites, or what are your favorite albums, Michael?
Oh God, favorite albums? I'd say probably my first one for me would be Led Zeppelin 2.
Oh, yeah.
Because John Paul Jones is one of the guys, when I was growing up, he was the guy I listened to, and I still listen to the Lemon song off that album. He does a little bassing in the center, and, it's just a totally groove thing.
That's so funny. Of course, John Paul Jones' part is the one you love the most. You bass players have to stick together, don't you?
Hell yeah, man. Hey, when I first started playing bass, people were going, oh, yeah, it's like Bill Wyman. The Stones, you stand in the corner, and you just hold your bass and you play, and I'm like, no, I don't feel like just standing still and playing bass. As far as anything new, we were coming here to the hotel, and, was it Jimmy Kimmel? Buck Cherry was on there.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what to think about them. Their singer's kind of like a new era rock type. Do you guys hear of this band?
Yeah, sure.
Those guys? Yep. They got that song out, Crazy Bitch.
Yep.
Of course, the lyrics of that song, I was thinking, how the hell are they going to be able to perform this song? Every other word is going to be like blanked out.
Crazy bitch. Crazy bitch.
Yeah, there you go. There he is.
Crazy bitch. Crazy bitch. Crazy bitch.
See, now you're talking.
Yeah.
They don't write them like that anymore.
No, they sure
don't. Write
don't.
them like that.
No, so true.
Hey, by the way, I was in the music section the other day. I buy all these music magazines. I love the British ones like Mojo and Guitar Magazine. And, of course, I couldn't resist taking a look at Bass Player Magazine. And I wondered, do guys like you buy Bass Player Magazine?
I actually have a subscription to it.
Did you? Okay.
There you go.
I would hope so.
Yeah. Hey, come on, bass players. We all want to know what everybody else is doing,
Yeah, sure.
Oh, they had all the bass lines pulled out of certain songs, because you rarely see the bass lines written down anywhere. And they had all the notes and whatnot for.
Yeah, bass player, they do that. So, if you're a guy who can read music, you can
follow along. You can do it.
Follow.
In fact, they had a couple of Zeppelin songs in Paperback Writer, and they had a Bill Wyman one. And I could just imagine some guy like you just getting off on that thing. Michael and Sammy at DTE July the 8th, and man, what a pleasure to talk to you, Michael.
Yeah, it was great, man.
You guys too, and,
terrific.
Man. Come on out. We'll do a few shots. Get ready for the show.
Yeah,
absolutely, man. Best of luck with it.
Detroit is one of the cities. I mean, I played there with Sammy. God, was it last year?
Yeah.
Yeah, last year we played there at the theater, right?
Uh-huh.
And then he came back and played later in the year, I think. And I couldn't make that show, but I'm back now.
It's one of those places you can just keep coming, and we'll show up.
There you go.
All right, cool, man. Well, have a great time with it.
Okay, guys.
We'll see you down the road.
Seeing you guys.
Thanks, Michael.
Okay.
See ya.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Well, what a great guy.
Oh, God almighty. He is the nicest damn guy. Jeez.
You know, and he had to be.
Oh, my God.
Can you imagine the implosion of that band if he was not a nice guy?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Because it's so true. He really had to sit on the sidelines and just watch all this crossfire and all this anger and all this crap constantly.
Well, you know, whether it's the Robinsons or the Gallaghers in Oasis or whoever, you know, it's a family business.
And Alex and Eddie, oh, my God, it's so volatile.
Mike, is there a more distinctive voice for backup vocals in the world than Michael Anthony?
I know it.
His backup vocals stand out more than anyone.
Absolutely.
In fact, Van Halen, that's one of those bands like all the greats that whether it's the song starts with guitar, drums, bass, no matter what, it's identifiable as a Van Halen song.
Instantly. And that's what you want as a group.
When that Me Wise Magic came out, that was, you know, there hadn't been a new Van Halen song with David Lee Roth for so long, and I was kind of excited to hear it. And I remember the thing I really loved about that was that, you know, Ross sings Me Wise Magic, and then that harmony comes in, and it's such a powerful harmony. Yeah, Michael Anthony.
So fantastic. I remember David Lee Roth really bitching about that, Me Wise Magic, because he really loved singing it and all that, but he said that the band stuck him off in some little back room with a plastic plant.
I remember him telling us that.
Remember that?
Yeah,
when we were interviewing him, exactly. He was like, come on, guys, can't we get together in one room and do this song, man. You know? Drew, I love that song. There's two of them. What's the other one? Because I love that one, and there's another one. There's
another new one, yeah.
Yeah, and then Sammy had that great new one, too. The thing with the video had the tornado, you know, and all that.
Oh, from Twister.
Yeah, from Twister. Absolutely right.
Is this it in two?
Yeah, there it is right there. I remember this from Twister. Yeah.
Yeah, he got a real laugh out of that.
Jump out of the way of the tornado. Yeah.
The funny thing about this is Roth's face in this whole thing. He looks so goofy.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's got that, you know, he has so many teeth anyway, you know. I mean, it's just all teeth, you know.
And nothing gets me down. You got it tough.
This is actually played on the Jay Leno show. David Lee Roth and his bluegrass buddies. And as Michael Anthony said, he finally found his niche.
Yeah.
It's funny, though, you know, as great as this song is, it's almost impossible to ruin this song.
Yeah, it's almost impossible. Well, you know, he's got this goofy folks,
he actually has some good players with him for what they're doing.
Oh, I know, yeah. And then of course, he's got his infamous cane and top hat crap. Those two genres that are absolutely disgusting.
Said that. Baby, how you been?
There you go.
Boy, this one was a big song.
God, you're not kidding.
You think the bass is taken away from the vocal?
How hard do you think Michael Anthony laughed at that line?
Oh, man.
Wasn't that funny, imagining him with Bass Player Magazine? I can't believe he has a subscription. That's so funny.
Oh, that's funny as hell. But it makes sense, but it's funny, yeah.
It's definitely taken away from my vocal. Just to take the bass down and bring up the vocal.
Yeah, what do you suppose gets taken down in the mix after everything else, after no one can decide what should be taken down? It's probably the bass 99 out of 100 times.
Yep, the bass usually takes the hit. Oh, God, isn't this great? Oh, jeez.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that something? Isn't that terrific?
Oh, is this the one from...
This is the Me Wise Magic.
Yeah.
Took forever to find it, sorry.
But no, this is the Twister movie.
Listen to the backing vocals. Yeah, the Twister movie.
Yeah, we'll have to take that out.
just waiting for those backing vocals.
There you go.
It's throaty David Lee Roth.
Yeah, absolutely. That's where people at first are going, how come he's so throaty? Is it because his voice is back? Remember, there were so many rumors that he couldn't sing at all, and these songs were really tough for him.
He hits some pretty big notes in this thing.
Yeah, this is when there's big accusations because of that throaty sound right there. But then people say, but listen to him scream there. Yeah, exactly.
Doesn't this thing have some wild arrangements in it?
Yes, yeah, it does.
4 days from now, it all goes clear. A Buddhist riff.
Ooh, listen to that.
Wow. Come on, Eddie.
I know it.
Bring it.
God almighty. You know he's just in that studio in his backyard just wailing this stuff every day. He's probably drunk out of his mind, just wailing on the guitar every day. You know?
Say rock star.
Well, I always say if you can't get all four together, I'll take two anytime if I like the band enough. And I'll bet it's a hell of a show.
Oh, Humans Being.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
CD1 is it, Drew? I don't know.
CD1? From Twister?
Yeah.
Me Wise Magic again?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, this is Me Wise Magic.
Okay, never mind. I was hoping it was on that CD.
Well, Michael and Sammy at DTE, July the 8th. I know the Van Halen nuts will be out there in force.
Oh, God,
and Sammy's got his own. I mean, he's got a nice, pretty gigundous niche that'll go see anything he does. Now you got Michael Anthony added to the mix, and I bet it's a pretty nice show out there. July 8th, DTE, Michael Anthony on the riff.